Tying in some loose ends. In my class yesterday, some of the pupils pointed out that they had read that the Earth is not the center of the universe, that there was a big bang, and some scientists think they found a center because everything's moving out away from that central location. And I had to tell them it depends on who you read and when you read it. The fact is, I have heard about what I'm referring to is the phenomenon known as the redshift, where that the distant stars seem to be shifting or moving away from us. But then I've since heard that some of these stars seem moving right toward us and some moving away from us. And everything is a mumble jumble and hodgepodge. And the fact is, we can try we can only begin to tell what shape the universe has. It appears to be flat, relatively flat. But even that must be taken with a grain of salt. Fact is, we don't know. The other thing I want to mention about Galileo that I forgot to mention, that this is something I've read to Galileo's problem with the church might have been due to his own obstinacy. He had a personality problem and his own arrogance. Arrogance is the word I want to use. It might be that it might have been due to his own arrogance. You don't have to write this down, but this is just something that some people who've done some research have come up with. That it wasn't that the church disagreed with him so much or disagreed with his science. They couldn't stand it because he appeared to be too arrogant. And that got him in more trouble than what he actually said. Again, personality problems can lead you to get in more trouble than you otherwise might. And in my lifetime, I've seen many a person get fired from a job, be disliked by fellow employees, all because of some personality quirk, and not because of any bad performance on a job. I had a principal when I was teaching who really made himself unpopular in the whole community. Kicked around from job to job and wound up servicing Coke machines. Got fired and couldn't find another job. And actually wound up getting to be superintendent because he was appointed, but then they made a new rule that the superintendent had to be elected. He could not win an election. And he wound up, like I say, servicing pop machines. All right, we'll move on. Newton. Down through the ages, there have been a few men who have explained the universe. Now, hey, when I say explain the universe, I don't mean that I think that Newton was right. When I say they've explained the universe, they've explained it in such a way as to get their people of their own generation and leading men for several generations after to believe them. One such man was Plato. Another such man was St. Thomas Aquinas. He was dear to me, you may never have heard of him. But the first modern scientist, Newton, was the first modern scientist to explain the universe and explain it in such a way as to get people to believe it. He believed that gravity explained everything in the universe. Well and good. I mean, we've gotten as far as we got last time. Now here comes the catch-22. Now explain what gravity is. Oh, it's the pull. Why does one body pull in another one and tug toward itself? If you don't have an answer, nobody else does either. All right, Einstein was to come along later and he explained the universe. He said gravity, a body going through space will create a disturbance that will curve the space around it. And I was thinking, someday when I get older, I'll understand this. Today I am with it. And what I understand is that all Einstein did was put together a bunch of high-sounding words to make it sound like he understood something. If you really want to read the definition of gravity, Nikola Tesla defined gravity. What he did was put together about 120 words or so that have no meaning and make no sense. But supposedly, you ever heard the story of the emperor's new clothes? Only those who were worthy could see it. Well, when I read Tesla, I had to decide I'm not worthy, I don't see it. Of course, the man who wrote about it was poking fun at him also. But he put together 120 words as supposedly it was a good definition of gravity. Anyway, now,